everyone, and welcome back to my channel for another speed build. Just a heads up, at the end there are no screenshots. I've really gotten into the habit of not posting screenshots at the end after I was sick, and then, why am I yawning? Okay, anyways, so we're doing the letter S here today. I really need to also get back into the habit of posting screenshots afterwards. But hey, whatever. So anyways, I don't have a lot to talk about, but I'm going to tell you guys about my experience of, oh yeah, by the way, I flipped the S upside down because that one ovally, circly bit where the back is going to be the back door. Anyways, so yesterday? Wait, was it yesterday? Or is it today? What day is it? Yesterday. Yesterday, I noticed that my vision was extremely blurry, and I didn't know why. It wasn't blurry, but it was hazy or foggy almost, if that makes sense. It was really strange. So, I noticed that it had been getting like that after all of winter, pretty much. It started, I think, in the beginning or middle of December, maybe. Which would have been around when I got sick with pneumonia. Anyways. So anyways, yeah, it just I got pink eye. And it's not pink eye from bacteria or viral pink eye or whatever. So that's interesting. It was from allergies. Yeah. I was gonna say me having allergies, but then I decided to just say allergies, so that's why the was there. If you noticed that, I noticed that. So, but anyways, yeah, it's really strange though, because my allergies aren't really that bad, I don't think. I mean, they're not good, and I don't really know how I got it, but it is something to do with having allergies or whatever. Because my actual, what's it called? I can't think of the word. My allergies aren't really that bad, per se. Exactly. Does that make sense? Ow, it just moved my mic stand thing a little bit. Slid it across the desk a bit. I don't know how to explain it. I have bad allergies, but they're not bad. They're bad for a couple of things only. And I've said in the past that I'm pretty sure I've said it in the past that I'm allergic to cats and dogs or whatever, but dogs are way worse than cats, which is why I prefer cats over dogs. I love all animals though still, so there's that. But anyways, yeah, they said that I probably had it for quite a while, and I was like, oh, cool, great, love that. But yeah, the story though of how I came to terms with this is I was in call with Connor, and I was looking at the screen, I'm like, wow, I'm really getting tired. My eyes are starting to go foggy, hazy, when you get a smudge on your glasses, for the people that wear glasses, and you kind of see a smudge, and so you clean it off your glasses. I was seeing that pretty much all the time, more or less only in my right eye versus my left eye, but it was also in my left eye, but not as bad. And I know that my right eye as like a general rule, is actually worse than my left eye. But I was just like really confused, you know, because I don't know how to explain it. Like, I had just been to like the eye doctor like 6 months ago. Everything was fine for the most part, you know, other than my normal crap, you know. And then, anyways, I'm about to go to bed and I'm just like, why am I having such a hard time seeing? This is really weird. Like, even for being like really tired and like my eyes being this tired, I don't think that I should be seeing, I don't think it should be like this, if that makes sense. So I decided that at 7:30 in the morning, after like an hour and a half, 2 hours of wondering what the hell I was gonna do, I decided at 7:30 in the morning I was gonna go to urgent care, or well, Minute Clinic actually originally, and then Minute Clinic, which is in CVS Pharmacy, turned into urgent care. I probably actually should have just went to Minute Clinic though, even though, but see, my insurance doesn't cover Minute Clinic. It only covers like the other one, so I would have had to pay out of pocket completely for that, not just like a copay. And because I went to urgent care, the antibiotics were also covered under my insurance. But anyways, so I went to urgent care. I get there, the nurses are all like, oh yeah, this seems like a pink eye, but it's not like a typical pink eye. They said because you don't really have a lot of like redness or pink in your eye. It was kind of like, sort of like red, like more like how your eyes look like when they're really tired, and like, you know, you have like the little like lines and stuff, like the veins showing, more or less like they're really tired and everything. It was kind of like that, and they were also a little yellow, which is weird, and I was really scared. I thought something like really bad was happening with my eyes, because the physician's assistant, which is not a real doctor, let me tell you, she's like, oh, I can't do anything for you, you're gonna have to go see your optometrist today. She wigged me out. I was like, what? So like I called my eye doctor and they were able to get me in immediately. Like I went right from urgent care over there. I get there, it's fucking pink eye. That's all it is. It's just pink eye. And she goes, they should have been able to diagnose this at urgent care. I don't see why they wouldn't be able to. And she goes, what'd she say? It's from allergies, like it's not viral or bacterial. She goes, but they should have still been able to diagnose it there. So I don't know what they're doing over there. This is now the 4th or 5th time in the last 2 years that I have gone to that urgent care, which is like 3 minutes from my house. I have gone there and they either have not been able to help me or barely were able to help me. One or the other. I don't think I'm going to really go there anymore, because ever since they got rid of like the doctors that cover shifts there, like every doctor that worked for the one building or whatever, the building that's attached to it, was supposed to cover 1 to 2 shifts or something there a week. I don't exactly know like what it used to be, but it was something weird like that. Ever since they got rid of that and they got the physician's assistants in there, which they can prescribe you stuff like medicine, but it's not as long. That's another thing. So like, let's say you actually need something for like say 14 days, they can only prescribe it for maybe up to 7 days. They can't even, yeah, it's really bad. But anyways, so I was kind of upset. Luckily, the eye doctor said that since my eye thing was not like a checkup, it was a medical emergency type thing. It was actually covered under my health insurance, because I don't have eye insurance, because who needs eye insurance, really? Like, I mean, that's just kind of a waste of money. You go there like once a year. Well, you're supposed to go there once a year, but like some people don't, you know what I mean? But like, eye insurance is probably the biggest waste of money, in my opinion, for like health related insurance. Then comes dental, then, you know, but just normal health insurance you should technically have if you can get it. But yeah, I have dental obviously, but just it was so scary because I was thinking, shit, this is gonna be expensive, because the way that she made it sound was like my eye was, something was like really, really wrong with it. So how would you react? You would probably react the same way as me, like be freaking out and stuff. And when I got there, she's just the eye doctor was just like, yeah, they should have been able to diagnose this at urgent care. I don't see why they wouldn't be able to. And I'm like, yeah, me either. Ugh. So that was my weekend. Well, my Saturday technically. So yeah, tell me if you guys have ever had any issues with stupid doctors, stuff like that. Like, obviously there's always going to be issues with doctors and stuff because it just happens, but like anything like that, like where they force you to go somewhere else when they should have been able to take care of it themselves. Like, I really hate the medical field sometimes, you know? Not always, just sometimes. But yeah, anyways, this was the letter S, and I actually tried recording this twice, I think, before I got this recording, because last weekend when I tried to do it, it just kept coming out really bad. Like, it didn't look like an S. It did, but it didn't. And it still doesn't look that good, but I feel like if I keep trying to perfect it too much, like, a couple of the letters haven't been perfected either, so I mean, that's no big deal. But if I would have tried to perfect it anymore, I would never make it through the end of this, so that's why it looks the way it does, and it's a little off, but it's also not that off, if that makes sense. And as always, you know, it's on the gallery, so you guys can go over there and grab it. And I also apologize for there being no screenshots again.